Hi, Professor Wainaina here, your 5 minutes teacher on education, childhood, youth, parenting, and all things school. Welcome. I was recently asked by a parent if boys learn differently from girls, and my answer was yes, they do. When you observe boys in a classroom, it's clear they often struggle with long stretches of stillness. This restlessness isn't simply a behavioral issue, it's rooted in the neurological differences between boys and girls. Research shows that the motor centers of a boy's brain are more developed than those of girls, and they remain highly active even as the cognitive centers of the brain matures. This structure means that boys don't just prefer movement, they actually need it to learn effectively. Sitting still for hours at a time is counterproductive for boys, obstructing their potential rather than supporting it. Understanding these differences have a profound impact on how we should approach boys' education and maximize their capacity to learn. Boys' learning styles are influenced by a constant interplay between movement and cognition. In 2006, child development expert Michael Gurian highlighted this difference in a publication titled The Mind of Boys, where he noted that the male brain, with its larger motor cortex, is more geared towards physical action. This active motor center promotes or prompts boys to process information differently from girls, often requiring them to engage their bodies as they absorb and make sense of new material. While girls are typically more successful with verbal and visual learning approaches, boys benefit significantly from kinesthetic activities that enable them to think on their feet quite literally. This need isn't about distracting boys to keep them interested. It's about tapping into their biology to enhance their learning experiences. Movement simulates the brain's executive function, a process critical for attention and working memory. And neuroscientist John Riley describes movement as cognitive candy, essential for activating boys' cognitive centers. When boys move, whether by pacing, fidgeting, or engaging in hands-on tasks, they are priming their brains to focus and process information and retain what they have learned. Limiting this movement or expecting boys to sit through lessons can, in fact, lead to diminished attention and lower engagement with academic material. By engaging movement in classrooms or study environments, we are helping boys activate their neurological learning gear, giving them a pathway to grasp and apply knowledge that is naturally suited to their brains. So, what does this research mean in practice? It means integrating more hands-on learning experiences for boys, even if these approaches may feel at odds with traditional classroom expectations. Activities like building models or conducting experiments or acting out scenarios provide the kind of sensory input boys' brains need. These methods are effective not because they distract boys from learning, but because they engage them in a way that aligns with their neurological makeup. Educators who incorporate active learning methods such as movement between different stations in a classroom or incorporating physical objects in problem-solving tasks often observe higher engagement levels among boys and in turn, greater academic success. You as a parent would play a powerful role here. If you notice your son struggling with traditional homework routines, experiment with incorporating movement. Try allowing him to pace while reviewing his work, or consider breaking study sessions into shorter active intervals. Many parents report improvement in focus and retention when boys are allowed even brief breaks to move. Educational psychologists support these findings, recognizing that boys often experience heightened cognitive performance following periods of physical activity. Move around between tasks has a noticeable impact on a boy's ability to concentrate and absorb material. So, yes, boys learn differently from girls. It's essential then not to view this as a matter of keeping boys busy or discriminating against girls. It is a matter of truly supporting what we know about boys' neurological and developmental needs. When you understand that a boy's brain is wired to move, you gain insight into a path for guiding them to achieve his full potential. By valuing these natural differences in learning, you can help your son develop an enduring relationship with learning, a relationship that leverages his biology. Thank you for your time. See you in the next.